Okay folks, we're back. Hi, thanks for joining people. We're just getting ready here to start our inner shaman ceremony. Just gathering in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Our inner shaman ceremony will be starting in 5. Thank you for joining. Okay, if you didn't watch part 1 of this, guys, you want to go back to yesterday's broadcast where we talk about shamanism, what it is, what it used to be, the positives and the negatives of the inner shaman. Okay, and so we will be going into that, but this time we're going into it with part 2, which will be the ceremony. So just hold on a moment, putting you on pause whilst I flip the screen. Okay, so just setting up our camera here, putting it in the right position so that you can see our altar. Okay, I think that looks about right. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so in a moment I will not be able to see you because I'm going to be sitting way back there behind those candles. Okay, that's where I'm going to be sat. But I would just like to say quickly, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, and thank you and welcome for joining. Welcome, thank you for joining. And I'm Helen Christodoulou, and we'll be doing this shamanic ceremony so you can get in touch with the deepest aspects of yourself through the sacred elements and through sacred geometry, because the shamans always knew plenty about that. Okay, and so as soon as we finish the ceremony, I will tap the screen again to stop, and then I will answer any questions for you when we're done. Okay, if you have any questions or comments whilst this is actually happening, then Eleanor will be very happy to help you and answer your questions as we go along, and I really appreciate that, darling. Thanks for being here today. Okay, so are we ready to set up shop? Yeah? If you're ready to set up shop, then say yes. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool, let's go. Alright, so I will actually be setting this up with you, okay? So, first of all, of course, we need to light some candles. Because we have all the elements present here on our altar. One of those elements is the element of fire. Okay. So when you're doing sacred work, it is in fact really important to set up an altar. It doesn't matter whether it is you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it professionally. Have a little altar and put in your altar whatever it is that is sacred to you. So it doesn't really matter what goes in. So our fire element is in. Now we also need smoke, okay? Smoke is a quality that exists between matter and non-matter. And smoke is the element that is able to transmute negativity, negative energies, negative vibrations, negative forces. Okay, so we're smoking our altar and also smoking you guys as well. And these little guys behind me that you can see, they're from Peru, okay? They're feminine and masculine, and they also help to filter out negative energies and energetic debris. If you want to share this sacred process, my friends, then you can do that by swiping from right to left if you are on your iOS, on an iPhone or an iPad, or up, down if you are on Android, okay? And also please share. I really appreciate it if you do share, and if you're not following, to follow and invite your friends to do so. And if you are doing that, because I can't see it from here, I really do appreciate that, so thank you very much. So we have the element of fire right here for us, there it is. And right next door is the element of water. So here's a little bit of water just here. So fire is in this northern position, this is north. Water goes to the southern position, which is right up here in front of you guys, okay? Right there, wonderful. And of course to this side of our altar here, it is the west, which is represented by these feathers here, okay? Because the west is represented by the element of air, okay? Element of air. If you've missed any of it, guys, you can watch it on replay, but you are quite welcome just to join from where you are at right now. And to the east, we have the element of earth, which faces out to the east. So as you can see, we've set up our altar so that it is corresponding to all of the sacred elements, because the shamans knew their elements, you see. And so if you just hold up just for a second, we need a few more candles. So a quick question, can you guys, when I was sat down the other end, can you guys hear me okay? Yes, wood is actually represented by earth, okay, in this particular instance, because it's not based on traditional Chinese medicine, but the shamanic process. Okay. So now we're just kind of setting up the backdrop. So that whenever you've got your eyes open, if you have your eyes open, it looks pretty. And if you're setting up your altar specifically, don't worry if you've made any mistakes, or if you feel maybe that I've made some mistakes, because the bottom line is that you just need to have the elements present for you on your altar that make sense for you, okay? I think we're almost ready. It's nice doing a setup together, yeah? Because then you can see how it actually rolls, how it works. Right, so I'm coming close again one more time. Can you hear me okay from that end of the table? Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. So can you guys hear me okay from that end of the table? Just a yes? Cool. Just so that I can be heard, because I'm a little bit further away from where we need to be. Are you ready? Are you all ready? Let's see your hearts if you're ready. Wonderful. Okay, guys, let's take it away. Let's take it away. So sit where you're comfortable. Take a deep breath in and out through the nose. It doesn't matter so much about the position of your hands and your feet, but what does matter is that you are completely comfortable and that your spine is long and your chin is parallel to the ground. Whether or not you open or close your eyes, it's your choice, but you would need to lower your gaze towards your heart, or your closed eyes towards your heart, okay? So you can either lower the gaze or close your eyes. So here we go. Take deep breaths in and out through the nose. Nice deep breaths. Shamanic journey. Connect to your breath and allow your breath to navigate you. Unlocking my inner shaman to primary source perfection. Sense, feel or imagine a beautiful golden light frequency of light descending from Father Sky, way beyond Father Sky. And this golden light energy flows into your space. It permeates your space. It flows like fluid throughout the whole of your body and the whole of your electromagnetic field. And just as from Father Sky or way beyond Father Sky, sense a beautiful frequency arising from the deep heart of Pachamama and Mother Earth. Breathe in. And allow this energy to rise up deep from the Mother Earth to permeate your electromagnetic field and your human body. And they converge at your heart space, and it is good. And with your out-breath as you exhale, these beautiful energies of Father Sky and Mother Earth create a sacred dance, the dance of the shaman. I am that. And I begin to unlock now these gifts that were bestowed unto me from beyond the beginning of time, as I am birthless, and I am deathless. And so we begin this journey, and as a shaman I shape shift through every geometry and every element, beginning with the first geometry that represents earth or matter. And this geometry is the hexahedron. If you want to open your eyes, I will hold up this shape now. Here is the hexahedron, shaped like a box or a square. There it is. I shape shift into a hexahedron. It represents all that is solid, or all that has the perception of being solid. It is represented by the East. It is represented by the East. It is represented by the sense of smell. I shapeshift now into the element and geometry of the hexahedron. I focus on this shape, and it is a beautiful ruby red. It is a beautiful ruby red, allowing me to materialise through the mastery of a true shaman. I am that. Breathe and receive. If you feel at any point that these are too fast for you, because we're going live, you can replay and pause at any time you wish. I now bring my awareness to the next sacred geometry. It is the icosahedron. It has 20 faces, and it represents the element of water, just like the water that we set up on our table. If you wish to view the shape of the icosahedron, you can open your eyes now. And there it is. Icosahedron, made up of many triangles or tetrahedrons, and it represents the element of liquid or water, and it represents the West. It represents taste. Unlocking the true shaman that I am, I flow like water. I am formless, and I choose to take any form that I wish. I choose to flow. I choose to release all of my inflexibilities, and I allow myself to flow like water now, throughout all of my experiences and all of my life experience. For I unlock my inner shaman, and I flow like the element of water. Breathe and receive. Hexagon represents solid, icosahedron represents liquid water, and now I move onto the third geometry, the octahedron. The octahedron represents the element of air or prana, and it looks like a diamond. There it is. It has 8 faces. It corresponds to the mind. It corresponds to the particle and gas and oxygen. It represents the sense of hearing. And I focus on this octahedron. I shapeshift to an octahedron now, an emerald green octahedron now. I am like prana. I am like air. Just like water, I flow with the air, for I shapeshift as the true shaman that I am. Breathe and receive the element of air. And we move to our 5th element, our 5th sacred geometry. 4th, excuse me. And it is the tetrahedron, and there it is, a pyramid type shape. It represents light. It represents spirit and wisdom. Metaphysically, it represents the photon. It represents the south. And it represents the sense of sight. I sense, feel, or imagine that it is a bright golden yellow, and I shapeshift to this tetrahedron now, as the great shaman that I am, utilizing and experiencing my 5 elements to primary source perfection. This is our 4th in line. Breathe and shapeshift, receiving the qualities of the tetrahedron now. I am that. And we move to our 5th element, which is the dodecahedron, having 12 sides. Here is our dodecahedron with 12 sides. It represents space, dimension, ether, touch, the angelic realm perhaps, plasma. It is spirit. And I focus on this dodecahedron, which is clear in colour, as my true identity is spirit. And as a true shaman unlocking all of my shamanic gifts, I embody and step into the true wisdom that I am, which is spirit in human form at this present time of my existence, as a pilgrimager of the heavens and the stars and the cosmos. I am that. Take deep breaths in and out through your nose, and just allow yourself to feel all of these elements and all of these geometries activating with grace and integrity in your space. Breathe. I retrieve all of my shamanic abilities to primary source perfection with integrity and humility, and for the highest good of the self, the all sentient beings, the whole of the planet, all of the galaxy, and all of the multiverse, to primary source perfection. We are that. Namaste. Namaste. Just say that a few times to yourself. Namaste. And it means I am that. I am that. I am that. Namaste means we are. We are. We are. One unified body of consciousness. So bringing back our awareness now to our five senses, what we want to do is take the arms out at about shoulder level, take a deep breath in through the nose, palms to join, and as you exhale, bringing yourself into grounding back into your space. And again, take your arms out, breathe in, gather the energy in, palms touch, take it down, and grounding and cleansing out. And again, take the arms out, take a deep breath in, palms touch, and drawing the energy down into your space. Namaste. Okay, so how did you go? How are you doing? I'll just give you a couple of moments to get back with me here. Thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate you showing me that. Thank you. I'll just come back round so I'm a little bit closer to you now. Thank you. Thank you. Did you go okay with that? Don't worry if you don't know too much about it, okay? Don't worry about that. You will just find that because we all actually recognise sacred geometry and it is part of us, it is an innate aspect of us, that whether you understand it with your mind or not, don't worry, it's fine that you dozed off, that can happen. Okay, so don't worry about that, but it is a part of us, okay? It is an innate part of us. Our cells are made of it, the stars are made of it, of the elements and sacred geometry, and this is the most fundamental part of shamanism, okay? To understand sacred geometry and the elements. Oh, thank you so much, I really do appreciate that. Thank you, Gidim. If I can just get your name as well, I'd appreciate that too. So please share with your friends, and if you're not following please follow also, because we need to get this awareness, these truths out there. Do you have any comments about what happened here just now, or something that you would like to ask specifically? So I'm all ears if you want to do that now. Yeah? Shared, and thank you, my darling. I couldn't see, like I said earlier on, if any of you were doing that, because I was way back there and couldn't see too well from back there. Soul felt at ease. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm really glad that you did feel that way. Yeah. So, shall we pull some cards as well to see how we went with that? Yeah? Shall we? So I'm going to put out 5, just like the 5 elements, okay? 5 cards, 5 elements, and you can choose a number from 1 to 5. So just putting our water over to the side here. So I don't know what they are. Card 1, card 2, card 3. No, let me shuffle and pull them out randomly like I normally do this, okay? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your numbers in mind a minute. Okay, so this is the first card. I'm letting them come out randomly. I'm allowing our shamanic abilities to bring the cards forth. That's the second one. That would be the third one. That would be the fourth, and 5 elements. That would be the 5th. Okay, so pick away. 2. Okay, so this is number 2. And oh wow, check that out. Divine timing. Okay, so that's telling you that now is the time. Now is the time for you to make the change. So if you pick number 2, now is the time to make the change. Other numbers, what have we got? 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is number 3. Oh wow, you got healing from this, my friend. There you go, 3. So some healing actually happened for you whilst you did this process, okay? Or perhaps this is a period where you are healing some areas in your life, okay? So we've got number 1, 4 and 5. Does anybody want to choose any of those if you haven't already chosen the card? You felt it? Fantastic. That's so cool. Brilliant. Okay, so, yeah, indeed, great timing, right? So, are there any other comments or questions that you have before we shut shop today and just give out our final announcements? So, if you enjoyed it, please let me know. Show me by tapping the screen. I just tuned in 3. I just got back from here. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is your child okay? 3 and 4, so we've got a 3. New beginnings for you guys who chose number 3. You're about to embark on something brand new. Fantastic. And number 5, please let us know if your kiddie's okay. And you who picked number 5, emerging. Okay, so I'm happy that it's not anything serious. That's really cool. Emerging, so if you picked number 5, it means that something new is about to unfold for you, my friends. Okay, number 4 was new beginnings. Did you see it? Nasty virus. Okay, so was she given the meds? Which card did you go for, darling? Which number? Elrich Will. Which number was it? Okay, fantastic. Glad to know that it's all good and well. That's really cool. Okay. So, can you not see my comments? Now I can. Yeah, now I can. You want to call 3? It's healing. It's healing. Okay, so if you joined in the process or you're going to join in the process on a replay, this is what you will feel as you do this. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so if I missed some of your comments, I do apologise because sometimes they roll through quite quickly. So you can ask me again. What does 4 mean? 4 means new beginnings, which means new things are about to happen for you. Perhaps the end of one chapter of your life and the beginning of the next. Okay, so it's a very exciting time. And that's the one that I picked, and that's kind of what I'm going through at the minute too. So that's really cool. Eleanor, well, number one is children. Children, okay? So children can mean a variety of things, okay? So it could concern a child that is on your mind at the moment for a particular person, but there's something else that it also represents. It represents innocence and a return to innocence and returning to our childlike innocence. Because of all the excess stimulation that we have, unfortunately, we have lost quite a lot of that, okay? So returning to childlike innocence. Another way that you could look at it also is perhaps nurturing or healing the inner child, okay? So that's another thing that the child card could mean. It has a lot of indications for that one, yeah? So my friends, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any other questions about the process we just did, you can email me. New beginnings kind of scares me, and laughing, yeah, I know how that is. New beginnings can totally be scary, right? But you know what? Take the dive and go for it, because if you stay where you are, and if where you are is causing you discomfort and pain, I feel healed today, a lot of toxicity has left my body. Number 3, beautiful, thanks for you. Thanks for, good for you rather. So yeah, you can stagnate. So you've got to take the leap of faith and, you know, just go for that new beginning, even if it's scary. And if there are some fears about new beginnings, then please do go back to our archives, which is on catch.me, where I think there's a meditation process on fear. Oh, it's not like, it's not my, I missed it. You'll have to type it again. You know what a really good idea is? When you're going to write a comment, copy paste it, and then if I've missed it or anybody else who's broadcasting has missed it, you can just easily retype. So you repeat it, and then your host won't miss it, okay? Because I only caught the beginning of that bit, okay? So if you want to watch replays, it's catch.me/fusion7healing. And I also wanted to mention, by the way, that yesterday's yesterday's scope was my 30th scope on Periscope. So woohoo! So that's my little 30th scope anniversary. Although there's not 30 on Catch, because I didn't know Catch already about that. Yay, woohoo! So just keep going strong with that. I might do a little anniversary party when we do the 50th scope, yeah? So this is the 30th at the minute. Yesterday's rather was the 30th. This would be the 31st. So for more information, Truth Retrievers, join me on my second scope later today. Yes, absolutely. Are we friends? I think we are. Yeah, we are following each other. Thank you, Eleanor. I'll join on when I get the notification. I'll join you. I'd love to join your scopes when I'm free, and if I'm not free, then I will catch them on replay. So don't forget to get on catch.me so that you can archive all of your scopes, Truth Retrievers. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. And so you can catch more info on fusion7healing.com. Blogs, MP3s, you can access my book there, The Miracle Frequency. And also, if you join us, dozing off to bed. Okay, lots of love. Thank you for joining. Yes, not what? No, fusion7healing.com is the website, but it is going to become an app real shortly. So I'm really excited about that. How things are going right now, so that could mean the end of something I like. Yeah, but if it's the end of something you like, perhaps it's going into a phase. Yeah, good night, my darling. Thanks for joining. It could be going into a phase of something better. Okay? So when you get that card of new beginnings, it's insinuating a positive new beginning. So don't worry. It's not going to launch you in a direction that's going to be worse off than where you are now. Okay? So, Truth Tribe, thanks ever so much for joining. This evening we might be doing a satsang, and if I do Sunday satsang this evening, I will notify you. If you are following, you'll get the notification. So I will see you later on this evening. Thank you ever so much, everybody, for bashing out the trolls, for being here, for holding space. Eleanor will love you so much. Thanks for holding space and you know, holding the fort whilst I was doing this process. Love you lots. Love you all lots. Thanks for joining. Take care for now, and I'll see you perhaps later this evening. Love and truth. Peace out.